Good morning, students. Today I am going to give you an overview of Indian society and social structure, an important area for TSPSC Group 1 as well as Group 2. I'll explain syllabus in detail, and I'll also tell you the overlap of the syllabus in different areas. Okay, so to start off with, let's first look at the syllabus. As we all know, TSPSC Group 1, you have society and social structure for 50 marks in mains paper 3. Likewise, you have in group 2, the same area is there for society and social structure. This is an area which has been taken from civil services, but of course, a lot of fine tuning has been done in the syllabus. There is a lot of factual information that we usually don't discuss for civil services. 50 marks in paper 2. Okay. Now I'll give you a brief picture of how similar and different these two areas are. Please remember, almost 80% of the syllabus is the same. Okay. However, here the focus will be more on facts. Okay, in terms of questions. Okay, I will give facts a preference. The first preference would be facts followed by analysis. Whereas here we talk about analysis supported by facts. So in both cases, facts are important, supported by facts. For example, you say that female literacy has increased. How do you know that female literacy has increased? You have to give you have to be saying, you have to substantiate it by some statistics, some report, some information, some factual information. So, basically analysis supported by facts. Apart from this, here you have a few topics that are not there. Here you will have some extra topics, okay, which are not there in group 2. Apart from this, please remember society and social structure overlaps. There is a lot of overlap in your syllabus, okay. Social structure overlaps with Telangana formation, because in Telangana formation also you have a topic called Telangana Society. Here also you have a topic called Telangana Society, where we discuss about Telangana art, literature, architecture, heritage, handicrafts, handlooms, all these are discussed. The folklore, Janapadalu. We all discuss all that in Telangana formation as well. This area also overlaps with polity. You know why it overlaps with polity? There are many cases which are related to society, which are for public interest litigations. For example, in your TSPSC Group 2 exam, there were questions related to cases on mercy killing. There were questions related to who got award for the Raman Magsaysay award for eradication of manual scavenging. So all these are questions that overlap with polity. There will be a number of cases, public interest litigation, society social issues related cases which will be asked. Okay. Likewise, they'll also ask you about the various laws, welfare mechanisms. There could be a question on SC/ST Atrocities Act. There could be a question on Nirbhaya. There could be a question on many other laws. So that also will be asked in polity. That overlaps with polity. Now, the third area with which this overlaps is economy. There will be an overlap with economy. the reason why I'm saying that there will be an overlap with economy is because, you know, you have a number of schemes and policies which you study in economy, which you will also study for social structure. All schemes that are initiated by the government of Telangana, by the government of India for various vulnerable sections become very important for your exam. And finally, this subject for group 1 also overlaps with environment. It also overlaps with environment in group 1. Okay. In group 2, it overlaps with development and displacement. Because the same topics are there in development and displacement and environment. For group 1, it overlaps because, you know, there are topics like environmental degradation, development and displacement, okay, urbanization. These topics come here, okay. And apart from that, in group 1, also in history, you have, I'm writing it here, in history, you have movements again. In Indian history, there is a mention of social movements. Again, social movements are important for society. So, both these will come under society. So, please remember, society and social structure overlaps with Telangana formation, polity, economy, history, development and displacement together. The reason why I am talking about the overlap is very important. The reason why I am talking about the overlap is, see, whenever you are preparing for a competitive exam, it is very important that you have a thorough knowledge of the syllabus, okay? And it is very important that you are able to make the topics list for yourselves, ensuring that the overlap is neatly covered because you have to prepare holistically. You cannot separately prepare on environment degradation under environment and environment degradation under society. Under society, they will talk about the consequences of environmental degradation on various social sections, especially the tribes. Environmental degradation had an effect on the tribal community. So this will be focused in society, but that is also a part of environment. So this is how you have to look at the overlap. So this is the first part. This is basically to give you an idea as to how the syllabus overlaps for Telangana Group 1 and Group 2. Now moving on, I'm going to tell you about the key areas in the syllabus and how do you approach them. How should you prepare for this paper? How will I teach you this paper? Okay. Now what we are going to do is, I'm going to divide the entire syllabus neatly for you and then we are going to discuss about the syllabus. First, please listen carefully. The society part in paper 1 and paper 2 has 3 chapters, out of which the first chapter talks about Indian society, chapter 1, and Telangana society, socio-cultural features of Telangana society is what is asked. So these two are focused in the first chapter. Now what should you know about them? I'll just tell you. Okay, what should you know about them? We will just talk about it. Indian society, we have these areas. We have, first we talk about salient features. Whenever we talk about the salient features, we discuss a broad categories like women, as in status of women. Okay, then the caste system, then we talk about Indian family system, we talk about the middle classes. A very important aspect of our society is middle classes. Okay, we then talk about the marriage system in India. Another important aspect in Indian society is the tribes. All these things will come under salient features. What should you know for salient features about these? You have to understand the various changes that happen to the status of women in India over a period of time, from ancient period to the current time. Caste system, how did it evolve and develop, and what are the changes in its characteristics? The same with family, middle classes, how did they evolve? The marriage system in India, from arranged marriages to love marriages to live-in relationships. Tribes, who is a tribe? How do you define a tribe? What are the various committees that were appointed on tribes? The reports are submitted by different committees. All these things will come under Indian society, the salient features. However, we are not going to start it like this. We are going to actually start it with Unit 5, which talks about the various vulnerable sections in India. Okay, in vulnerable sections, we basically have women, children, SC and ST, OBC. Then we talk about minorities. We also talk about senior citizens. These are mentioned in your syllabus. Okay, and we talk about disabled. To this, I would like to add one more community, LGBTQ, because this will complete. This is current based and it is important. So we have 8 categories. An easy way of remembering is except OC men, everybody is included. Okay, now what do? We will first study it from the vulnerable sections. For example, if I am studying about women, I will first understand some basic terms related to women. Like, we talk about gender equality, gender equity, emancipation, women empowerment. Okay, so what are these terms? After I talk about the terms, I will discuss the status of women in India, the constitutional and legal safeguards for women. Along with this, I have to know if there are any international conventions related to women. Okay. Along with this, I also should understand international conventions related to women. I also should understand the various issues that women face and the causes, consequences, and measures to address these issues, which will include laws and schemes. Like, if at all I talk, the recent incident, honor killing is a major issue in India. It is an issue. So, what is honor killing? What are the reasons for honor killing in India? Okay, what are the consequences? What rights are violated because of honor killing? What measures have been taken by the government, the judiciary, the executive, the legislature? There are several cases related to honor killing where Supreme Court has given remarkable judgments. There are law commission reports, there are women's commission reports. So, we are going to discuss all that in issues. If you notice, this way I am going to cover in measures the laws, institutions and schemes and policies will be there. Okay, all this will be covered under measures. Okay, causes, consequences and measures. See, if you notice, the laws and schemes are important for your unit 5. The policies are important for your unit 5 and the issues themselves are listed under unit 2 of your syllabus, in which you have violence against women as a major area. So basically, this is how we have to approach. Rather than starting from here, we should start from each group. Now, before I start with SCs, I will first talk about caste system. Then I will approach this entire thing. Before I talk about STs, I will first talk about tribes in India. Before I discuss senior citizens, I will talk about the family and middle classes in India. So this is how we go about with it. This you please note down, after which I'll tell you what should be the next segment of your syllabus. Okay, now once we finish this part, the next part that we are going to discuss would be, so, I'll make a separate list of how you're going to study this area so that you get a clarity and how I am going to approach. This is my way of approaching because you can't do it, you can't go by the syllabus, as in you can't say ఈ టాపిక్ ఉంది కదా సో నేను ఈ టాపిక్ ముందు చదువుతా తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ అట్లా ఉండదు. దెర్ షుడ్ బి అ కనెక్టివిటీ ఇన్ ది సిలబస్. ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ that you have connectivity in the syllabus. So the first thing that you have to do is please look at the basic terms related to the syllabus. I'm going to explain every term. What do you mean by society? What do you mean by social justice? What is social inclusion? What is social inequality? What is empowerment? What is emancipation? What is gender-based budgeting? What is sex? What is gender? Everything will be explained in basic terms. Then we are going to start with vulnerable sections. And we like it or not, I would like to start with women because it's a major area. Okay, women, then followed by children. Then we are going to talk about senior citizens. We are going to talk about the disabled. Okay, SC, ST, minorities. Okay, OBC, and finally we will talk about LGBTQ, more from the perspective of the cases and the organizations. They are also asking you which organization filed a case on whose behalf. NGO. Here, last time you had a question on NAS Foundation. Now, with respect to women, I am going to discuss the status of women that comes in Unit 1, as well as violence against women that comes in Unit 2. Okay, along with this, the Jogini and the Devadasi system that come in Unit 4, social problems in Telangana. Okay, Jogini system. I'm going to discuss all this under one broad topic called women. When I come to children, child labor is separately mentioned. I'm going to discuss that. Juvenile crime will come. Senior citizens, I'll finish off marriage and family before I start with senior citizens. This is the flow. Okay, disabled, we are going to discuss for disability. There is nothing that I can associate to the society salient features, but here I will discuss the caste system first and then move on to SCs. I will discuss the tribes first and then move on to STs and minorities. Historically the rights given to them, OBC, LGBTQ. After we do the vulnerable sections, the third unit that we are going to follow upon is social movements in India. Okay, now social movements in India, we will have topics like there are 8 set of movements: human rights movements, women movements. We are first going to understand what is a social movement, what are the different types of social movements, that categorization of social movements, OBC. Okay, environment, and we have to discuss OBC, environment, and we have to also discuss regional movements. Okay, these are the topics that you have in social movements. But do you notice, unless we complete SC, we will not be able to finish SC movements. Unless we complete about tribes, we will not be able to finish tribal movements. Unless we complete with peasants, we will not be able to finish off with peasants, OBC, environment, and so on. So this is how we have to look. Now, what do you read about them? But before that, please remember, before I start with regional movements, I am going to finish a topic called regionalism. Okay, this is there in Unit 2 of your syllabus. Before I complete with peasant, I complete with SC movements, I should also finish with a topic called casteism. Okay, that will follow. I will complete it along with caste system. Okay, And remember, casteism is directly mentioned in group 1. It is not mentioned in group 2. Along with casteism, they have also mentioned caste conflicts in group 1. But I'm going to complete it for both group 1 and group 2 because this is very factual. And there will be questions in your exam on these facts in group 2. So this is how we have to move to the third topic. So after we finish with vulnerable sections, the third topic that we have to do is social movements. And social movements we are going to cover for both these categories, for all these categories, for both Telangana as well as Andhra. This is the next topic that we will have. Okay, after this, we are going to discuss about Telangana specific issues. Some of the issues will already be completed under this. For example, Jogini and Devadasi will be completed in women. Child labor will be completed in children. Okay, but apart from that, there are other issues. The fourth part, Telangana specific social issues. In this, we are going to cover fluorosis. Okay, we are going to cover weavers distress. You know, it's specific to Telangana. Farmers distress, migration. These are extra topics. Okay, migration. All this will come under Telangana specific issues. Now, once we are done with this, the last part, this is with regard to group 2. I have already included whatever is given in your syllabus. After watching this video, please go through your syllabus. You will get a complete picture of what all is there and how I have correlated the various areas in the syllabus with this. Okay, now the last part for group 1, what should we do in extra? For group 1, we have to discuss about unity in diversity. This could be a question for your mains. Okay, we have to discuss multiculturalism in India. Okay. Then we have to discuss, this will not come for group 2, it is for group 1. Then we have to discuss about rural, urban continuity. Okay, we have to discuss about corruption, which is a part of paper. You know, essay it is important. For APPSC it comes under ethics and it is basically a polity related issue. Then environmental degradation. Okay, we talk about urbanization. Seven, sustainable development. So this is your overview of the syllabus with the various overlaps in the syllabus. Okay, how do you go about with the overview? Overlap, this is how you have to study. This is a complete picture of society and social justice. Now, some of you will have this doubt as to what you have to refer. As far as the students of the institute are concerned, you don't have to refer anything absolutely, because everything will be taken care of. I will be giving class notes and there will be printed material for group 1 and group 2. As far as others are concerned, generally speaking, you know, the most important book I would like you all to refer is NCERT Sociology textbooks of class 11 and class 12. I repeat, NCERT Sociology textbooks. These are references. NCERT Sociology textbook. Okay, class 11 and 12 is what you have to refer to. Okay, this is one aspect. The second is there are two magazines. This is especially for group 1. There are two magazines called Yojana and Kurukshetra. Okay, ivi Telugulo kuda untayi for Telugu medium student. These two magazines will give you a lot of information, analysis on different topics that are mentioned in group 1. According to me, these are good enough if you want to really refer. So this is about the books that you have to refer. Apart from that, there is a book that I have published, which is available on Amazon. You can also buy that, Social Structure, Indian Society and Social Structure by Deepika Reddy. So this is the complete picture, but institute students, I request you all to strictly stick to your notes and the class material, because trust me, TSPSC Group 2, when the exam was conducted, almost all the questions were covered in the class. So I don't want you all to read anything else. Whatever is being taught, please understand that and read, that is good enough. So this is about Indian society and social structure for Telangana Group 1 and Group 2. I hope the syllabus is clear to you. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you.